Hey guys, it's Kayla. Today I'm coming at you with another Storytime video, and this one is going to be a pretty recent one. I uploaded a video showing a concert that I went to back in September this year, or I guess it's 2017 now, so it would have been last year in 2016. So I went to one of those concerts that's kind of like a music festival where they have like a couple main bands and then a couple like smaller bands playing. So the two main headlining bands were Weezer and Panic at the Disco. So naturally when I heard about this concert, I was like, I have to go. So I was super excited. One of my roommates went with me and we had a really good time. And so because Panic at the Disco was like the main headliner, of course they were playing very dead last. Let me just say that we had to drive all the way to Sacramento to watch this concert, and it was in September. It was an incredibly hot day. It was like 98 or 99 during that day. Apparently, I did not drink enough water, and as you can already guess, that is probably a horrible idea to not drink enough water during a really hot summer day, especially when you're outside for several hours. The concert started at probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it was a bunch of like no-name bands that were just like, it's fine if we're late. So we didn't want to miss like a lot of the other bands. Like there was this band playing called 888 that had a song that I really liked. There was also I'm gonna butcher his last name, Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness, if you've heard of them. Fantagram played. I don't know, if you want to see the video, I posted it a couple months ago on my channel. It's called City of Trees Concert with Weezer and Panic at the Disco, or something along those lines. So you can watch that to see like clips of a lot of people who were there. I didn't get clips of everyone, but I just got clips of some of my favorites that I liked. Although I think most of the clips are Weezer and Panic at the Disco, so my bad. But there's a cool video of Brendan Urie doing a backflip. Actually, I think I have 2 videos of him doing a backflip. So watch it for that, because that's cool. Anyways, to get back to the main point of this story time. So it had been a very long day. We just watched Weezer play, super excited about it. It was really great. They're really awesome live. And then next there was just gonna be a DJ set. His name is Kungs, I believe. And so during that, I was just like, alright, getting super excited. Like I'm about to see Panic at the Disco for my first time live. I'm like super happy about it. And then I start feeling a little bit weird. I start feeling like a little bit like tingly and like I can't really like breathe properly. And then I was like, oh, maybe maybe I've been standing for too long, because we like battled to get as close to the stage as we possibly could. So I had been standing for probably like 3 hours. It was really, really hot, and because it's really hot, we were also on a field, so it's really, really humid, and of all the bodies that are like pressed up against you, it was also really humid because of that. It was really hot and humid, and I was obviously getting very dehydrated because I hadn't had any water since probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon before we even got there. I hadn't had water at all since we got there. So I'm starting to feel like really strange, like I'm feeling like tingly or something like that. I don't know why, but this happens anytime this type of thing happens to me. These 2 fingers and these 2 fingers start getting tingly, and it's only this half of my hand and like the bottom part of my arm, and same on this side. These 2 fingers, this half of my hand and this bottom part of my arm start getting really tingly, and I can't like feel them. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like the only time that usually happens is when I'm gonna have like an anxiety attack. But I was like, there's no reason why I'd have an anxiety attack. And I'm like, maybe like my blood flow just needs to get going. So I start like dancing along a little bit more to like the DJ set that he's playing. He's like playing like mixing songs and whatever. So I start doing that. Well, that just kind of made it worse, because then I started getting super dizzy and I like felt like I couldn't breathe properly. And it's like, obviously it's super loud. There's people everywhere. My roommate was like standing directly in front of me, so she like didn't really see what was going on. Just at one moment she happened to like turn around and like look at me, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm fine, it's whatever, it'll probably go away. Because I was like thinking, I'm like, maybe I've been standing too long, like I said, maybe my blood's not pumping properly or whatever, I don't know. Finally I like lean forward and tell her, I'm like, hey, I don't want to like scare you in saying this, but like I feel like I can't like breathe properly, and I'm feeling like really dizzy and like really tingly, like I'm feeling a little weird right now. And then there was like 2 other random girls that were like standing like on this side of me, and they heard me say that to her, and they got involved. They were like, oh my god, are you okay? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. And then another wave of like dizziness came over me. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, maybe I just need to sit down, and sort of like went down into like a squatting position, like amongst like this huge like wall of people around me. I don't quite remember, but I just remember realizing, I'm like, oh, this is not a good idea. This just makes it worse or something along those lines. And so I like stood back up, but then like one of the girls that we were talking to, they were like, oh, you're dehydrated. And my roommate's like, yeah, you sound like you're really dehydrated right now. And so they started like yelling, because like we're pretty close to the stage. There's like 500 people like backed up behind us. There's no way we're getting out of there like anytime soon. So they start yelling around. They're like, does anyone have water? This girl needs water. She's gonna pass out if she doesn't get any water. I'm like, pass out? I don't pass out. I've never passed out. But I probably would have, until someone was finally like, yeah, I have some water. There was only like this much left in there. I'm drinking out of an opened water bottle at a concert. Probably not a good idea, but it's also probably not a good idea to pass out in the midst of probably like 500, 600, 700, who knows how many hundred people that were there. Yeah, so I drank that little bit of water because I was like, if I pass out before I see Panic at the Disco, I will be so pissed at myself, and I will never let myself live it down. So I just went for it, and I just drank the water, and it was so weird. Like, not even like 2 minutes later, I felt like instant relief. Like the tingling went away, like the dizziness went away, like I felt like I was totally fine again. And I'm like, wow, I feel great. Like, that's what I needed. I needed water. I was just immensely dehydrated, apparently, from being outside in the 99, 98 degree weather and humidity all day. So yeah, then after that, we ended up seeing Panic at the Disco, and it was really fun and really great. But yeah, that is the story of how I almost passed out at a concert. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Feel free to leave a comment down below. I read all my comments, and I usually respond to all of my comments. Unless you're like a creepy person, I'm gonna go ahead and block you and delete your comment. But if you're a normal person, feel free to leave a comment, because I respond to all of the comments. And yeah, don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!